Hey man, I just hit start streaming and nothing seems to be going to YouTube. Wait a minute, you
If you're coming on the subway, it's the A or the C. Or coming down Broadway, the 1, 2, or 3. Jump off at the 72nd Street stop. From there, Central Park is just a real short hop through strawberry fields. Head on up to the lake where 1,000 New Yorkers are taking a break. Come on along, I'll see you on Sunday. Come by yourself, or bring your little honey. Lay down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Roger Bartlett! Mr. Ron Sunshine. On Sunday, come by yourself, or bring your little honey. Lay down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. At Jeff Van Nostrand. All afternoon, if I don't get arrested, play anything from folk to rock and roll. I've been stomping my foot so long I'm digging a hole. But I'll tell you what I've decided to do. If you keep showing up, then I will too. Come on along, I'll see you on Sunday. Come by yourself, or bring your little honey. Sit down in the shade or hang out where it's sunny. You got it made, cause you don't need any money when the people on the hill are singing in Central Park. Dodger, take it again. I used to go against the wind, but that's no way to fly. Flapping my wings, I get no place, no matter how hard I try. But when I just give in and go to where the blowing breeze has planned, you know I find a better place wherever I might land. Some people fly in circles crying life is so unfair, convinced that if they're over here, all the good stuff must be over there. Not me. I know there's a vein of gold right where I stand, and I find that if I look wherever I might land. I was always told, and now I finally found, that when I leap and it appears before I hit the ground, I don't spend one day looking back with regret, 'cause each bridge I burned led to a place that I just as soon forget. Yeah, well, some people look back at their glory days, so much it makes them cry. And some look ahead with fear and dread to things they'll probably never try. Not me. Bring it on, 'cause I can handle what's at hand whenever I get to wherever I might land. Look at where I landed in this room with you tonight. No matter what's going on out there, I know it's gonna be alright. 'Cause though it took some time to know, I finally understand that I'm gonna find love wherever I might land. Wherever I might land. Wherever I might land. Wherever I might land. It's dark and it's lonely, and you feel like you're the only one who's felt this desperation, like your own brand of the blues. It's hell when you're in there, I can tell you 'cause I've been there, and I've known the same frustration. But I've got some real good news. You feel like you fell in a well of hopelessness and fear. So why the hell would I jump in and join you way down here? 'Cause there's a way out of here, though you don't believe that's true. But years ago, a friend showed me just like I'm showing you. You can sit here in the darkness till you think that you're okay. But then it's time to move, 'cause I'm not making plans to stay. There's a way. Think no one understands you. You're so convinced life hands you one bad break after another and keeps you on the floor. But now you've got the choice to keep on listening to those voices, or maybe listen to a brother who's been down here before. We can sit and curse the darkness, but the darkness stays the same. Or get off your ass and we'll go out the same way that I came. 'Cause there's a way out of here, though you don't believe that's true. But years ago, a friend showed me just like I'm showing you. It's hard to see what's possible when you feel this way. But things look so much clearer standing in the light of day. There's a way. here. But it's gonna be up to you to show someone else that exit door just like I'm showing you. You can sit and curse the darkness, but the darkness stays the same. Or get off your ass and we'll go out the same way that I came. 'Cause there's a way. If you're coming on the subway, it's the A or the C. Or coming down Broadway, the 1, 2, or 3. Jump off at the 72nd. Well, that was interesting. Hi, guys. It's not you, it's me. We're breaking up. No, it's... You know, I was just, oops, now I'm talking to myself. I was just on the phone with Brandon, and this is actually, it's just us number 99, and for some reason the link for 98 went out to everybody. Truthfully, I don't know what happened. I'm not thinking about it right now. Let's, Hi, Elodie. So Francis here. So California's here. Hi, Allison. Bob is here. Bob, it's always good to see you, brother. It really is. No kidding around. Every time I see somebody from my past. Long past, your past. It makes me feel good. I'm going to tell you guys right up front, I'm in the strangest head today. I mean, I don't know. I was saying, you know, we were saying the other day that that global pandemics are exhausting, but it's been my experience that it's cumulative. In other words, the craziness, the insanity, the pressure, the strangeness, for me,
I think it's been building. And every so often, it feels like the dam needs to break. You know what I just noticed just now is that I'm all over the place, but I have an idea. I had a way I was going to start this gig. That's out the window. Let me turn on the light. Hang on. You know what's a beautiful thing? Is that I have absolute confidence that since you all know me, that this is not unusual, and that hi, Edie. Hi, Willie. Oh, God, it's so good to see you guys. Hey, Chris in London. Let's start with this song right now. Because I mean it. I'm so glad you're here. Then maybe I'll explain the place that my head is in. I've met people everywhere, some from here and some from there. By now I'd bet it's more than quite a few. Nearly every woman and every man I've met just does the best they can to understand the things we all go through. There are those who just don't care, who try to grab more than their share of everything, and they're all out there too. So I don't take for granted I'm a man who gets to spend his time with people in this world like you. You know, if there's anybody here that's a first-timer, this is not usually the way it starts. But get to know the people in the chat room. So often it can seem today, so many feel like it's okay to celebrate the darkness in our hearts. And then they wonder why we see such hatred and disharmony. To me, that's just exactly where it starts. And for others, fear can hide the way, sadly unaware that they allow it to dictate the things they do. But I've no reason to despair, as long as I still know that there are people in this world like you. Okay, so California's here, New York City's here, Maine is here. Hey, Paul, what's going on, man? Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, I guess we gotta check once in a while. See if anybody's in there waiting for this Phantom show to start. I guess things are just the way they are. In many ways we've come so far, and still I'm sure we've all got more to do. But I can open up my heart and say I'm grateful every single day for people in this world like you. Loving people in this world like you. The Netherlands is here. Hey, Mike. Okay, so Spain is here. So let me see. Can we do this? Are there any newcomers? Because while I was in a little fire drill trying to get this thing going, I don't know what I did. I just don't know what I did, but I'm glad you guys are here. If there's anybody that's missing this because I'm a bonehead, I would like to apologize, but they're watching the wrong stream. So, hi, Judy. Chris in Leicester, England wants to hear Keep Hope Alive. Oh, yes. Yes, and actually on Facebook, I asked a lot of people what they wanted to hear, and you guys come up with the best songs. I'm going to wait for Jackie and Jake in Florida. Anne is here from Germany. Oh, no kidding, 1998-99. Hi, Anne. That's so cool. Anne, is this your first time here? Oh, I'll tell you what, instead of me looking at the chat room, how about everybody... I'm going to do this song, and everybody do what we do. Put in your first name, and if you live in New York City, let us know the neighborhood that you live in, because there's a lot of you guys in the New York area. But if, like, Elodie is in France, and I haven't seen Mr. Robbie from Switzerland yet, but we've got California, England, Spain, hi Rodrigo, the Netherlands, France, Carolina, Jersey. So let's do this. I'm gonna do this song, and even if you've already identified yourself, give us a name and let us know where you are. All right? Joe. Formerly 91st and 3rd. Hi, Allie. There ain't no use to keep her taking abuse when the news is so unkind. You can hang out with me and some friends that you need who will help you through this troubled time. Just reach on out, show up online, let us know that you're ready to go. There ain't no dues and you can leave your blues behind. Have a little peace of mind. Mr. Robbie is here. Peace, yeah, peace of mind. Zoe is in Indian Trail, North Carolina. Allison's in California. There comes a time you just might find your heart is sinking like a stone. But you don't have to pretend that you're not missing your friends and you're starting to feel alone. Just make no mistake, for your very own sake, here's a little thought for now. Kick off your shoes, let your thoughts be kind. Let's have a little peace of mind, yeah. Peace of mind. Hi, Denise. Make us feel better. Some folks you find will speak a mighty good line. They'll charm you all the way. They'll take you along on a sweet, sweet song and steal your heart away. Blessed be the one who can understand why people have to act that way. 'Cause if I knew, I wouldn't wanna say, let's all have peace, a little peace of mind, yeah. Peace, yeah, peace of mind. All we need is peace, a little peace of mind. I need from you guys today is some peace. There was a young woman in Switzerland who I was going back and forth with on Twitter. I don't know her name. Did she show up in here? Are there two people from Switzerland? I know Mr. Robbie's from Switzerland. On Twitter, I should have asked her first name. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, if you're new here and in Germany, I'm 30 to 40 seconds in the future when we do these things. So, oh, that's Switzerland. Oh, travel. How do you say that first name? Eliu? How do you say your first? Oh, I don't know how to ask. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Brandon. All right, so can I just call you Elle? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Anyway, so she's new, and on from Germany. So Germany and Switzerland. Haven't seen Nina in a while from Germany. You guys that are regulars. Oh, so anyway, Elle in Switzerland. Elle works good. Okay. LU? Anyway, she stumbled upon Tom Cruise Scares Me from a couple of years ago. And then she posted it on Twitter. And so I wound up getting notified, I guess, I don't know. I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to Twitter. I don't understand how Twitter works. But so she saw Tom Cruise Scares Me. And see that song again. It's amazing. So welcome. Meet all the people here. Valerie is in Chicago. Elodie is in France. Let's all chat this together and get me here. If you can tell, man, I'm scattered. I'm all over the place today. Posting the wrong link did not help. Chris. Said you woke up feeling frightened, senses heightened, overwhelmed, lost and alone, a little overwrought until you finally thought that you'd drop it all and pick up the phone. And I didn't do nothing but really listen to everything you had to say until I knew that you'd be okay, right? Next week it was my turn. I was in a slow burn about something or nothing at all. I don't even remember, but I remember I was hurting, so I gave you a call. And you didn't do nothing but really listen to everything I had to say until you knew that I'd be okay. We take turns being angels for one another. There's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. I think we're all just lucky that it works that way. Chat it with me. Thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. Hi, sweet Sue Hannah. And in the back of the taxi, I heard talk radio, one of those shows people call when they want to know what life's about. A big fat mouth was at a mic going on and on about who's out to get you if you don't watch out. It's funny, but the phony probably makes a lot of money to create a little panic every day. But I think I found a better way. Hanging out with you guys. Take turns being angels for one another. There's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. crazy on the same day. Get it, Mr. Willie? We take turns being angels for one another, because there's never been a day when we all want to stay under the covers. We're just damn lucky that it works that way, and thank heaven we're not all crazy on the same day. On the same day, we're not crazy, crazy on the same day. La-dum, da-dum, da-dum, dum. Oh, it's good to see you too, Paul. Man, Paul, by the way, Paul Olson is in New York City. He's a stand-up comic and an improv artist. And I'm not just blowing sunshine at him. I saw a presentation that his improv group did. And it was, like most improv things, it's hit or miss, I mean, it's in the moment. But I was so impressed with this guy's quickness in his mind and his comic timing. And so, Paul, this pandemic hit just as you're making a career move. I know exactly what that's like. And so I can relate to you on that, in that emotion. But it's not going to last forever. And today, like I said, I'm all over the place. I've been so moved, I guess, not necessarily in good ways, by the death of this this wonderful woman. America is it's in trouble, and I should let people know, like Anne in Germany and Elle in Switzerland, and any other newcomers that aren't in the United States. In this chat room, you will not find a Trump supporter. In fact, on the island of Manhattan, where I am in New York City, in 2016, if you would have lined up 10 people, 10 voters, 9 of them, and the last guy's arm, did not vote for Donald Trump. So I'm in a place where I'm a very, very lucky man. I'm in a city that is almost unanimously disgusted by that individual, embarrassed by Donald Trump. And also, the island of Manhattan is in the 20th century. I always try to remember, like when you're talking about America, like say like New York as compared to what's going on in Kansas or what's going on in Mississippi. I always say, you have to remember the time difference. Like right now, it's nighttime in Europe, right? And it's 4 in the afternoon here. Well, it's 4:30 now. But in America, when it's 4:30 in New York City, it's 1955 in Mississippi. So we have to remember that that New York is. I always remember. It's just. It's a wonderful place to be, especially right now. Oh, isn't this amazing? It's 10:34. 10:34, and everybody's writing. Elodie said it's 10:34. Holy smokes! You're not going to believe this. I was gonna do a song that I wrote called The Religion Song, and a song by Jethro Tull called Wind Up. And in between the two songs, I wanted to share with you that the reason I wrote the religion song is because I reject Christianity, I reject Judaism, I reject Islam, I reject all of it, personally. I wish it would all go away. And part of my work as an artist is to help speed up the day when religion is a memory for the human race. If we last long enough, if we don't kill each other, I really want to, when people will look back at history and say, wow, they really used to believe this shit? This stuff used to divide the human race? And so today, as an example, I was going to show an image. I was going to play a little clip of my play, The Green Room, from a reading of my play, The Green Room. And in between, I was going to show, I'll show later, the image of, that I reference in the play of supposedly Moses going to Pharaoh and threatening him with frogs. And then, I swear to you, I'm looking at this thing and it says, it's 10:34 here, it's 10:34 in the Netherlands, it's 10:34. The next thing I was gonna do was share with you verses from the Bible that were attributed to Jesus of Nazareth, Yeshu ben Yosef, the man they called Jesus, that was never taught to me as a kid. And guess what it is? It's Matthew 10:34. I swear to you. In fact, it's... Hang on. It's written on my keypad. Can you see that? That's the cue, 10:34. I just love that shit. Hi, Richard. Hi, Elaine. And this is, all right, I might as well tell you now. And then I'm gonna share with the newcomers one of the clips that we all made together. But this is it. A lot of people don't know that this is even in the Bible. I was an altar boy and everything. I went to Catholic school, and they never taught me that Jesus, the Prince of Peace, said, "Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to turn man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies will be members of his own household. Anyone who loves their father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves their son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." This is Matthew 10:34. And I swear to you, oh, Sonara's here. Hi, Sonara. Hi, Sonara. So now Brazil is here. You guys just saved my ass, because I'm telling you, I've been having the strangest, most depressing day. Let's do this. Let's do this together. Everybody sing this with me together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a clip that me and everybody in the chat room have put together. We created this video so that simple-minded, stupid Trump supporters, shallow-minded, spiritually vacant, childlike Trump supporters could understand why the caring and responsible thing to do in a global pandemic is to wear a fucking mask. That's the least you can do. So we made this video. But first, let's all chat this, because you guys you're turning my mood around. about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Chat it. Don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning, smiling with the rising sun. 3 little birds sat by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry, everybody chat it, about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. Alright, you guys chat it. Woke up this morning, smiling with the rising sun. 3 little birds sat by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Alright. I'll tell you what. Let's do the video. Now, for anybody new, what I do is that sometimes I'll do a song and then ask all of you guys in the chat room to shoot selfies, send me the video. We're waiting right now on David Jacobs, on Jake in Florida, who's just gonna lay down some fun bass. He's been playing the bass for about a year. So, you know, I think he's probably a little nervous about putting it out there. But it's just us. So when he does that, that'll be the next one. I'm gonna share a new video that I just made with a woman who's in the chat room right now, Denise. But this is one that so many of you chipped in and became a part of. I gotta share this with you. When you see yourself in the video, in big capital letters, say, that's me, all right? This is the reason that people like us, people like you, like the song, are wearing masks in the middle of a global pandemic. One, two, three, go ahead. Believe it or not, I'm not doing this because I like it. Believe it or not, it's not 'cause somebody told me to. Believe it or not, it's not that I decided not to fight it. Believe it or not, I'm doing this for you. Believe it or not, I'm not making some kind of statement. Believe it or not, I'm not a pillar of society. Believe it or not, it's not for my own entertainment. But whatever you believe isn't up to me. Yeah, you can take it or leave it. I just thought it might be worth a shot. But I don't really care if you believe it or not. Believe it or not, I don't do things 'cause all my friends do. Believe it or not, I'm not a fan of conformity. Believe it or not, I'm not intending to offend you. But whatever burns
this isn't up to me. Tell him, Chris. Believe it or not, it's not the way I would have planned it. Believe it or not, I'm a man who rarely does what he's told to do. Believe it or not, I don't believe you'll even understand it. But believe it or not, I'm doing this for you. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm doing this for you. You know, we're all doing this for you. All right, I haven't seen Jake and Jackie from Florida here today. So what I did was I asked on Facebook for requests, and you guys always come up with the best songs. And I was gonna play something that Jackie requested, but maybe she'll show up. Maybe she'll show up in a little while. This is a song that, well, actually, you know what? Who just asked for this? Chris in England, in the UK, just asked for this. And honestly, I was thinking this morning that since Believe It or Not, and Made in My Dreams, and Nothing Left, I haven't really been writing. And so I wrote the first verse of a song called Under That Mexican Blanket. And just the first verse. And but another song just blindsided me. And it's basically, it's weird because I always end these gigs with a song called This Moment. And I have two powerful emotions that are going on with me today that are keeping my head just above water. One of them is the thought. And so it's so close to this moment that I think instead of saying at this moment in the song, I think I might just say, while I'm singing this, at this moment, somebody's crying. At this moment, somebody is giving up hope and thinking about killing themselves. Right at this moment, a brand new baby. At this moment, while I'm saying this sentence, a new human being was just born. And a mother and a father are looking at this new, right at this moment, this new human being with excitement and joy and wonder. And right at this very moment, while I'm saying this to you, somebody is watching someone they love die. And they're saying goodbye. And right at this moment, somebody's dying alone. And right at this moment, somebody's being incredibly cruel to a person. And right now, at this moment, while I'm saying this, somebody is doing something just beautiful and kind for somebody else and not getting caught. And I want to put that in a song. And that's life. But I also, the other emotion that I'm feeling today is that this is not poetry. I get hope from you. I get hope from you, from every one of you, from Mike, and from Allie, and from Rhea,
and from Denise, and from I get you guys give me hope. For a devoutly non-religious person, I have faith in you, in people like you. Now, that might sound odd coming from a guy who is living right at this moment in an anarchist jurisdiction. You couldn't make this shit up. The small-mindedness of people in this country, of this right-wing Republicans, the whole fucking lot of you, I'm sorry. The small-mindedness of that is mind-boggling to me. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna do a song that I wrote for this lawless nightmare, this nightmarish cityscape that's filled with violent radicals and anarchists. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna show your faces. Okay? A lot of you sent me photos, and then I planned on doing this anyway. When you see your photo, say, "That's me." She's a marriage of extremes. She's a geometric maze with nights too loud for dreams and 27-hour days. And sometimes when it seems that she's just stumbling in a daze, still she won't slow down. Some say she's uninviting, uncaring and uncouth. Some say that she's cold and long forsaken by her youth. But all these lies about her can't be further from the truth. They don't know my town. I feel the heart that's beating in New York City with the warmth of the people that I've found. They're the kind who love to live and have so much love to give, but are strong enough to turn this world around. And when I need to know the meaning of romance, and I give them half a chance, they never let me down. See, it's the people that you meet that are the breath and the heartbeat of this great old town. When you see yourself, let us know. There's still nothing like the sparkle of her skyline after dark. Dreamers and adventurers come here to make their mark, and yet in a New York minute you can be in Central Park where the world stands still. Well, I've done a little traveling from Key Biscayne to Nome. There's something about each place to love no matter where I roam, but I can't wait to get back to her. I call New York my home, and I always will. 'Cause I hear the love song you're singing in New York City. It's a symphony, it sounds like rock and roll, and in the subways and the streets there's a rhythm that beats until it heats up every heart and every soul. 9 million different voices joining in here, while those who've never been here blindly put her down. but I don't care what they think of her, 'cause I live here and I love her, and she's my got some dreams I love to chase. I got my head where it belongs. I've got my heart in a real good place, singing other people's songs. You find me standing by the lake. Where New Yorkers feed the birds, picking till my fingers ache, singing other people's words. But it seemed the time had come for letting go and getting real, getting right down to it, let you know the way I feel. 'Cause we've been singing in the sun, smiling all the time until I had to write this one for the people on the hill. Some have been here from the start, and I can still remember when singing helped me heal my heart. You may have saved a life back then, almost 30 years ago. Yeah. My whole world was just a mess, and I had nowhere else to go. I had to wind up here, I guess. So it's finally time I sat right down and wrote you all a song. Such a simple thing. I'm sorry that it took me so damn long, 'cause I love singing in the sun for you, and I pray I always will. I'm proud to sing this song for the people on the hill. And you know who you are when gentle souls share nothing but goodwill. The happy, singing, fun, loving people on the hill. And I'm so proud to sing this song for the people on the hill. Thanks again, guys. Yeah, who's the luckiest man alive? I have to keep remembering that. You know, there's no record label, there's no record company, there's no agents, there's no nothing. I write songs and look at Denise singing with me out in the park. I'm gonna share a video today that Denise jumped in on. We did an old John Prine song, so we created a video, and I'm gonna share that in a little bit. But seriously, you know, when you guys are looking at me in Central Park playing guitar, and there's this beautiful lake, and there's this beautiful skyline behind me, I'll tell you this all the time. It's a movie set. It's a beautiful view of the skyline and the lake and the sun and the sky. But I have the better view. It's not even close. This is what I get to look at. This is what I get to look at. I get to see your smiles. I get to see your faces. And I'm telling you, that on days like today, I need it. I need it so much. Even just like right now, just sitting here with you guys right now, you've turned my day around. And if you turn a day around, you've turned a life around. Because a life is lived in one day. We'll do a song about that too. But listen, I'm glad that Jake, I'm glad that David and Jackie are here. I'm assuming Jackie's here because Brandon's got to get out of here. That's right. Okay, Brandon, thanks so much, man, for helping people find their way here. I did something. I remember playing and singing "Dream a Little Dream of Me" with you. No shit. You sang with me in Central Park, and yeah, and Brandon, we have to talk. I told you December 4th and 5th is a go, but we have to talk about some other things too, because, well, first of all, I need to know how the ticket sales go for these kinds of things, because I never did that before. And I need to know the after party is going to be a blast. So I'll tell these guys about it after we speak, all right? But I'll give you a call maybe tomorrow, or I'll shoot you an email when I'm done here, after I finish fucking up the tomorrow's link. Oh, Ann, I'm so glad you got up and did that. That's so cool. No, really, and when you're nervous, I've said to people, well, like, you know, Denise, she's sung in front of people a lot, but for everybody, you know, no matter what you're doing in this life, when I was younger, I used to think that courage meant you weren't afraid. I used to think that courage was the absence of fear. It's not. It's precisely the opposite. If you're not afraid, you don't need courage. Courage is getting up and singing in front of all those people when you are afraid. That's courage. And I so respect that in the human species. I do. When people, it's funny, and a guy like my buddy Paul, who's in the chat room right now, he'll be able to relate to this, but I've said often to people, is that a lot of people are afraid of failure. I'm not, because I have achieved that. I have achieved failure in almost every way a human being could possibly achieve failure. I have been, what am I afraid of now? Being embarrassed? I've thrown up on people. I mean, embarrassed. That's where the name of the show comes from. It's just us. Anyway, it's good to see Christina here. Christina was the first recipient of the It's Just Us mouse pad. That's actually Christina's mouse pad. She sent me a photo. Because she was the number 100th patron to sign up. The balloons that I sent didn't drop out of the ceiling. I don't know what went wrong, but... Oh, goodbye, Meg. Thanks for hanging out. There's Jackie. Oh, all right. So then if Jackie's here, let me do this song. She made a request on Facebook, and it's not a song that you would think I should get away with on an acoustic guitar. You guys know me. I don't care. It's such a great song, and let's try this, all right? Put any pre-recorded notions out of your head, and we're going to do this song on an acoustic guitar. If he plays what? You're going to cry. I missed that part of the chat. What song are we talking about? Any chance I get to bring a tear to another person's eye, especially if it's a tear of either happiness or even sadness, I don't want to miss it. Oh, Puff. Okay. I'll probably cry right along with you. See if you guys can guess what song it is that Jackie in Florida asked for just by this unique chord progression. Anybody? I gotta wait 30 seconds. I'll play it one more time. Who gets what song from this chord progression? The first person that gets it wins a prize. I'll tell you what, I'll give you one more chord because the next chord, there's a key change. There are several key changes in this song. And that's what makes it so brilliant. I mean, this is one of those songs, nope, not Hotel California, nope, not Pink Floyd. This is one of those songs that if you take out, for me as a songwriter who doesn't read or write music, to me, I say, if you took out one chord in this progression, the whole thing would collapse in on itself. So I'm gonna play that intro and then the next chord, and then see if anybody gets it. Wait, sorry. All right, I'm just gonna do it. And then when I do it, you go, oh! Right now, Jackie's probably looking at her Facebook post going, which song did I ask for? Sue Hannah got it, yay! Oh, and Jake got it too. Chat any of this lyric with me. Oh, and Mike. Very cool, Mike. It's so good to see you here, man. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time. Maybe I'm amazed at the way I love you. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you pull me out of time. You hung me on a line. Maybe I'm amazed at the way I really need you. Maybe I'm a man, maybe I'm a lonely man who's in the middle of something that he doesn't really understand. Baby, won't you help me understand? Ooh. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you're with me all the time. Maybe I'm afraid of the way I leave you. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you help me sing my song. You right me when I'm wrong. Maybe I'm amazed at the way I really need you. Maybe I'm a man, maybe I'm a lonely man who's in the middle of something that he doesn't really understand. Maybe I'm a man, maybe you're the only woman who could ever help me. Baby, won't you help me understand? Maybe I'm amazed, maybe I'm amazed, amazed by you. Right? And somebody else asked for, oh, Zoe asked for John Sebastian. And this popped into my head. Well, there's 1,352 guitar pickers in Nashville, and they can pick more notes than the number of ants on a Tennessee anthill. Yeah, there's 1,352 guitar cases in Nashville, and anyone that unpacks a guitar will play it twice as better than I will. Yes, I was just 13, you might say it was a musical proverbially high. Well, I heard a couple of new sounding tunes on the tube and the blast hit me sky high. But the record man said everyone is a Yellow Sun record from Nashville, and up north there ain't nobody buys them. And I said, but I will. And it was Nashville Cats playing clear as country water. Nashville Cats playing wild as Mountain Dew. Nashville Cats, they've been playing since they's babies. Nashville Cats, getting work before they's two. Well, there's 16,821 mothers in Nashville. All the friends play music and they ain't uptight if one of their kids will. 'Cause it's custom made every mother's son to be a guitar picker in Nashville. And I sure am glad I got a chance to say a word about the music and the mothers from Nashville. And the Nashville Cats playing clear as country water. Nashville Cats playing wild as Mountain Dew. Nashville Cats, they've been playing since they's babies. Nashville Cats, getting work before they's two. Pick it. All right, it's getting late over there on that side of the ocean. So let me do a song that Elodie asked for. I was going to try to stay away from this kind of stuff because it's one of the more depressing songs that I've ever written. But if anybody is going to join us all the way from France, you know what happened is that years ago, I did I wrote a musical called Possibility Junkie, but years before, I created a one-man show called That Guitar Man, I think it was called. And it was, all it was just the story of how That Guitar Man came to be. And That Guitar Man in Central Park. And when I used to try to describe the change in my life from the sex, drugs, and rock and roll years, and the bone-crushing, soul-crushing despair that I was living in, I used to do two songs to describe that I didn't write. I used to do a song called Honky Tonk Avenue by Charlie Daniels, and I would change the words. And then I would do a song by Sarah McLachlan called Angel. Devastatingly beautiful, but devastatingly painful to play and sing. But I would do those two songs to describe where I was. And then one day, I was like, no, David, write your own song. When you were on Bleecker Street playing in those clubs in the Village, my musical partner and I, Bob, we got very, very popular. We were very big fish in a small pond. I mean, it is New York City and it is the Village, but it's still, you know. But we got very popular for a few years, and it almost killed me. We would have a line out the door of the Red Lion when places like the Bitter End were empty. I mean, it was, but naming the street that you're on and saying that you're lost just seemed like the right thing to do. So Lost on Bleecker Street sounds like a contradiction, but that's how it goes, right? If there's anybody that has never heard this song, on the album, it's a big song. And Roger Bartlett plays the most exciting rock lead guitar on this thing. But even though it's a big song with the whole band and a big power drum kit, it was written on one guitar. So this is kind of what it sounded like when I wrote it. Lost on Bleecker Street, guitar in hand, where the party seekers meet. But it's your last stand. You cannot face the emptiness that you live with every day. You try to fill it up with anything that'll make it go away. Put your guitar in its case, leave your one-room hiding place and go downtown. You're going down to where you sing and play all night, rock and roll. But you pray that the bright spotlight can hide your soul. Now the audience adores you in a sea of beer and wine. So you have another shot yourself and then you do another line. Don't admit you lost the game. Make yourself believe that you came down here to play. Not fade away until you're lost on Bleecker Street. Lost on Bleecker Street. you cling to the others who the night devours, while the stale smoke smothers you. You head for after hours, and through bloodshot eyes you're still searching for the girl who'll take you home. 'Cause deep inside you fear you'll have to face another rising sun alone. See out beyond that neon light, there's nothing for you in the night to dream upon. So you're alone till you're lost on Bleecker Street. Lost on Bleecker Street. Lost on Bleecker Street. Lost on Bleecker Street. Haven't played that song in a long time. Wow. All right, keep hope alive. There you go. Good night. Good night, and merci, Elodie. I've got a friend who's like a brother, a possibility junkie just like me. You might say we meet one another between what is and what could be. And though our lives are up in the air, still we talk most every day. Another big dream he needs to share to change this world in some small way. One day like any other day, I get a message on my telephone. 3 words planted a seed. I can help it along or I can leave it alone. Picked up my axe, started strumming, kicked around a melody, started humming. Picked up a pen, but the words weren't coming. Weeks went by with nothing to show. I was missing the meaning, miscommunicated. Messages, philosophy, overcomplicated. Laughing at the musical mess that I created. Maybe I should let it go. Then a lesson I already learned started rolling around my head. Keep it simple, pass it on, sing the 3 words the man said. He said, keep hope alive and sing it loud. Keep hope alive, 'cause the best is yet to come, my friends. He said, I woke up today, I just had the need to say, keep hope alive. And I've got a friend who's like a brother, a possibility junkie just like me. No kidding around, kids. I did not turn on the news today. I had enough negativity just swirling around in my head, and I didn't need to add any more in there. So now I'm getting hope from you. There's no need to say another word if a message is that clear. So keep it simple, pass it on, and maybe one more heart will hear it. Keep hope alive and sing it loud. Keep hope alive, 'cause the best is yet to come, my friends. We'll never lose another day, just as long as we can say, keep hope alive. Keep it alive. Now, I'm talking to my friends, my brothers and sisters, possibility junkies just like me. time to see things clearer. At least that's what they say. But I make time for the mirror every single day. 'Cause when I look away too long, where I go wrong can be too much to bear. I've made choices that I'm proud of, and at times I've made a mess. Achieved all kinds of failure and some genuine success. Oh, but I own every moment. I look back at where I've been, but I don't stare. 'Cause there's always one more lesson to be learned, another pearl of wisdom to be found. And the hope to do a little bit better. Maybe get it right next time around. Good night, Elle in Switzerland. Listen, we'll talk. We'll talk on Twitter. I gotta figure out how to grow this community. She was saying that she was amazed when she saw Tom Cruise Scares Me that, gee, why don't more people know about this song? I need all of your help to get this stuff out there. But good night, Europe. Each time we make the choice to be compassionate or cruel, it defines what kind of ride we take upon this tiny jewel. And when the roadblocks start appearing, we gotta keep on steering with our hearts. 'Cause time is an invention to help us try to make sense of an endless string of fleeting moments filled with mystery and love. Though foolishly we try to mark eternity each time a new year starts. And now a simple man can share a simple wish with you. That's nothing too profound. I just hope we do a little bit better. Maybe get it right next time around. One more time around the sun. I hope we find our way. One more time around the sun. I hope we find our way.
One more time around the clock.
I'll tell you what, on Saturday, I'll share the video of when we did that in Merkin Concert Hall at the Kaufman Center to a sold-out audience with our good friend Sid up in the balcony, sitting with Mama Allie, and all you see in silhouette is his little hands, loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Oh, by the way, I was going to share with you. You know what? We are doing a year-end concert, and I'm going to combine it. It's going to be the year-end concert. It's going to be a not a celebration of 2020. It's going to be, the way I describe these concerts often, it's going to be our way of kicking 2020 in the ass as it heads out the door. And you all have my permission to kick it hard so that it never comes back, okay? But at the same time that 2020 has been such a shit show, I gotta pay attention. 2020 is the lap around the sun when we invented It's Just Us. So, you know, I haven't met, I wouldn't have met some of you guys, even though, you know, we're only meeting remotely and online. We're in each other's lives now, and so that's, you know, I have to remember that. But anyway, so we're going to do this year-end concert, and it's going to be at the Triad Theater on West 72nd Street. And they do have state-of-the-art HD, high-definition streaming. So it's going to go out to every single person that wants to be there. I have to talk to Brandon about how to like sell the tickets and how to get the passwords and all that stuff. But we're going to be using this same kind of technology, so it's going to sound and look great. It's not going to be like a Zoom thing. And then the real kick is going to be for the VIPs, for you patrons, and for anybody who, you patrons are in anyway, but for anybody who pays extra, to be in the after party. And that's going to be a blast. I was talking to one of our co-producers, a lovely woman named Kara, and she's excited about the idea, especially, believe it or not, about the after party. She said, anytime you finish that concert, if you and George, meaning me, if me and George are in the room, we're going to have a blast. And I think it would be really fun because the whole crew that worked on the show and the band will be in the theater after the thing, and we'll do a big giant Zoom with breakout rooms where you guys can hang out with us after the concert's over in the after party. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be December 5th. So I'll tell you guys all about that. I'll tell you what. If you're new, I guess all the new people left, right? They were all in Europe. Let me share with you guys a song that is It's Just Us, and it's about rejecting everything about Trumpism and anybody who could possibly vote for that man. By the way, I really truly mean this. At this point, I'm letting you guys all off the hook. If you have somebody in your life who is a Trump supporter, they're either incredibly, willfully ignorant at this point, but even knowing 0.1% of who that man is, to be able to walk into a voting booth and cast a vote for that man makes you puts you in the category of somebody who disgusts me. That's just the way it is. But the rest of us, and I feel sorry for them, but the rest of us, when we see those people pop up on Facebook, we have a button, and I get to share this with you because I'm going to join you in the chat room for the click, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy George's work on the piano. But let's show George first what we do with delete request, and then yeah, let's do Hannibal. What the hell?
What the hell?
I got George here.
What the hell?
Say that I'm a Facebook guy, but doing what I do, I won't deny. I got a Facebook page like everybody else I see. Now every single day, a dozen requests come my way from strangers who wanna be friends with me. Delete request. And you gotta look in the chat room. Delete request. It's easy enough for me to gauge who you are when I visit your Facebook page. It's all right there, so I can figure pretty quick. You can see very fine people in a Nazi crowd, or shooting an elephant makes you proud. Well, there's no doubt which button I'm bound to click. Somebody said, hey, listen, dude, it's that tribal attitude that's keeping you from hearing what the other guy has to say. Well, you might think it's a fancy algorithm that's keeping me from having a conversation with them, but I know what I'm doing, I just don't want to ruin my day. If you post sexist, racist jokes, if you think climate change is a left-wing hoax, if you think that a hurricane is the holy sign, if you want your God in my public schools, if you want to build a wall like a lot of damn fools, what would ever make you think you'd be a friend of mine? Delete request. And you know what's cool about this? Delete request. We get a solo from George. What you have to say. If you think it's un-American for some of us to take a knee, if you want me to pray and type amen, if you want to make America great again, what would ever make you think you'd ever want to be friends with me? Delete request. Delete request. Get it, Doc? Delete request. Big finish. Bye-bye now. Cool. Isn't that cool?
I like that. That's really nice. Yes, and it's right in time too.
Right? Slow it down, David. You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky that we walked in fields of gold. Took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love upon the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. See the west wind move like a lover's soul upon the fields of barley. Feel her body rise when you kiss her mouth among the fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left we'll walk in fields Is Sonara still here? And is Katie still here? Katie had a request. And James Taylor is just huge in Brazil. They love James Taylor in Brazil. There's Katie. She had a request in Facebook. Little Jenny's sitting in her favorite coffee shop. She always tries to get the window seat. Nearly every day she reads and writes her poetry. But secretly she's hoping that there's someone she could meet. And then a man sits down across from her, and she's too shy to look. She glances maybe once, then disappears behind her book. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. If you haven't seen them, you just haven't looked around. There's far too many hearts lying in the lost and found. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. Friday night, so Jimmy's heading to his favorite bar. Tells himself he'll have a few cold beers. Then at closing time, you'll find him drinking with the boys, who are always glad to welcome him. Glad that Jimmy's here, 'cause he jokes about the loves he's lost, the chances that he's blown. Flirts with women far too young and always leaves alone. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. And if you haven't seen them, you just haven't looked around. There's far too many hearts lying in the lost and found. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. Knew what lonely was. I never thought I would until it ended. She went away. To everyone that knows me now, I know I look the same as I'm going through the motions of living every day. And every day it isn't long before the aching starts. Person in this town. I wouldn't have believed it till my world came crashing down. Just another heart lying in the lost and found. Now there's one more lonely person in this town. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. There's a lot of lonely people in this town. Can I tell you guys, part of what was going on with me this morning? And it's funny, you know, I'm playing that song on the same day that Zoe asked for John Sebastian, so I played Nashville Cats. I was, David, don't forget, oh, okay, I didn't, oh, 7-year-old grandchild, absolutely, absolutely. I miss a lot that's going on in the chat room. because I'm kind of busy here. But okay, yeah, we'll do that. But I should tell you guys, it's not good to know, but once in a while it's a reminder. I get a reminder that as an artist, as a human being, as a man, I still have, I hope it's healthy, but I still have an ego that can get wounded or injured, insulted. And a few weeks ago, about a month ago, I went through a situation with a fellow artist, a fellow songwriter, that that just got more and more insulting as it went on. I'm truly, and the wild thing is that this friend and colleague doesn't have a mean bone in her body, but she's also got an ego and a sense of self that can be in proportion, out of proportion. I don't know. I have no idea. We're all human beings. We're all, complicated beings. But I was in this situation where artistically, as a creator, I was getting more and more insulted. And I have a place in my heart where I can put that. And that's fine. This last week, a very similar kind of thing happened with one of the plays that I wrote, with someone who is an actor and has been in my readings of my plays. And in film, the director is at the top of the food chain, right? If you ever see, really basically, Jaws is a Steven Spielberg film. Schindler's List, a Steven Spielberg film. It's a Ron Howard film. The director, not the producer, not even the actors in it. Sometimes it's a name above the title, kind of credits, but the director has final word. It's his project. In theater, it's the playwright. It's not the producers. It's not the actors. It's not even the director. Everyone defers to the artistic choices and vision of the playwright. And the playwright's job is to actually serve the play. So this past week, I got in a situation that got me incredibly excited, which I will do. Get very excited about possibility. And wound up in a situation with one of the actors that, again, a man who I'm sure doesn't have a mean bone in his body. But certainly his ego caused him to forget his place in that food chain. And even if it was just not even even if on a lateral level, it got so insulting about my work. And so I was really, truly trying to shake it off. But what's happening now, and it rocked me, and I didn't sleep. I almost didn't sleep at all last night. I was up every hour. So I'll probably nod off before this is finished. But the good news is, as I'm hanging out and singing with you guys, this is going to sound silly, but I just played a song that I wrote, and a guy from Nashville years ago, this hotshot from Nashville, who was I think he was a record producer. I don't know what he was, but I met him through Ann Ruckert, and he had comments about a lot of lonely people. when I had just written it. And they were absolutely insulting. And the reason that I'm sharing all of this is because I like the song, A Lot of Lonely People. I was so touched by the way the lyric formulated right in front of me, and the story it tells, and the heart that it has. And so I'm proud of this song. And the guy, again, I don't know what kind of songwriter he is. I don't know if he's ever written a song, but that was really taking this thing apart like I didn't know what I was doing as a songwriter. This is years ago. Today, I'm sitting there playing. And I look down in the chat room, and a man named Emmett just wrote, "This is an excellent song." And my heart just went, boop. Because I think so too. And the play that I wrote, The Green Room, it's an excellent play. And it's not going to be for everybody, but it's an excellent piece of work. And it's still a work in progress. So I'm letting the insults go. The magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow in ere they came. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. The dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One sad day it happened, Jackie Paper came no more. Puff that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green tears fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. I should probably do the commercial. Guys, if you're a patron, thank you so much. Sunday, we're going to get together again for our Zoom hang. And again, if you feel like it, bring a newcomer and introduce them to the gang, okay? But if you're just hanging out with us and you're not a patron, that's cool. But I do need to keep the lights on, and I need to pay for the internet's high-speed internet and everything else, and I need to pay the rent in this place. And I didn't get to do what I do in Central Park this year. That is 100% of my income, 100%. So like all of those people that leave $1 in the case, didn't happen this year. So again, if you can afford it, and some of you always do, it's always the same people, but I really could use support. If you feel like throwing some money at It's Just Us, you can go to thatguitarman.com. I think Brandon probably put a couple of links in the chat room, but I'm a little bit uncomfortable about that. If you feel like it, just go to That Guitar Man, and there, you'll see a thing that says Help Support, and that goes directly to PayPal. And if you have Venmo, that's the screen name on Venmo is at That Guitar Man. All right, so if you want to help support this with a few bucks, I don't know how everybody else is making a living. I really don't. I don't know how we're surviving. But for me, it's you guys. You guys are my income. You guys are my job. You're my gig. So anyway, that's the commercial.
On a long, lonesome highway east of Omaha, you can listen to the engine moaning out his one-note song. You can think about that woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do. When you're riding 16 hours, there ain't nothing much to do. And you don't feel much like riding, you just wish this trip was through. Here I am, on the road again. Here I am, up on the stage. There I go, playing the star again. Here I go, turn the page. Well, you walk into the restaurant, strung out from the road. You can feel the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. You pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Most times you can't hear them talk, other times you can. It's the same old cliche, is that a woman or a man? And you always seem outnumbered, so you don't dare take a stand. But here I am, on the road again.
remember what she said. I love doing what I do for a living. And here I am on the road again. Here I am up on the stage. There I go, playing the star again. Here I go, turn the page. Yeah, here I am on the road again. And here I am up on the stage. There I go, playing the star again. Here I go. Here I go. Here's the newest video. Smile. Okay, so if you've been coming around here at all for like the past 6 months or more, maybe since last year, I've been talking about doing a song, creating one of those videos, a duet with Denise, John Prine's song that he did as a duet with Iris DeMent. And so we're finally going to do it. Denise, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So what we'll do is this. I'm going to put your inset camera right. Okay, so I'll put you over on this side. So that means when I'm singing, when I look at you, I'll be looking to my right. And wherever you are, you look to your left. Cool?
Cool.
Okay. Okay, we're finally gonna do this. Love this song. She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks crossing her legs is funny. She looks down her nose at money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. She's my baby, I'm her honey. Never gonna let her go.
He ain't got laid in a month of Sundays. I caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't too sharp, but he gets things done. Drinks his beer like it's oxygen. He's my baby, I'm his honey. I'm never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
I love this song. She thinks all my jokes are corny. Convict movies make her horny. She likes ketchup on her scrambled eggs. Swears like a sailor when she saves her legs. Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Never gonna let her go.
He got more balls than a big brass monkey. He's a whacked out weirdo possibility junkie. Sly as a fox, crazy as a loon. Payday coming and he's howling at the moon. He's my baby, don't mean maybe. I'm never gonna let him go.
Yeah!
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
Do it again.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
In spite of ourselves. Yeah! Okay, finally got that done. Nice job.
Oh.
Surprise ending. Oh, listen. Yeah, you know something? Thanks for saying that, Val. I always remind people that John Prine was one of the first notable fatalities of COVID-19, of the coronavirus pandemic. If you don't have enough reasons to have abject contempt for Donald Trump and anybody who supports or votes for that man to represent them, if you think that a man like John Prine didn't have another song in him, you're a fool. But COVID-19 took John Prine, and this week, DeVito from the Four Seasons. Now, an older man, probably not going to turn out, but somebody's friend, somebody's husband, somebody's grandfather, somebody's... he died of, so we lost one of the Four Seasons to COVID-19, and a 28-year-old nurse, and it, you know, and 200,000 human beings. You know what? Let's do this though. Since Sailor Denise made us smile, let's do a Four Seasons song, and let's all chat it together, all right? Oh, I was telling you guys before that as an artist, as a creator, as a playwright this time, not a songwriter, but as a playwright, I got so offended by a situation with a fellow artist who also has an ego. And I really, truly believe I handled it really, really well. Better than I would have, you know, some 30 years ago. But still, I'm admitting to myself and to you guys, I was insulted as an artist. And to the point where I can be a great collaborator, I can be a fun person to work with. But when a creative project is mine, my name is on it, and I've created it. Sometimes I do have to ask an actor, as the playwright, I have to, especially in this kind of situation, ask him to remind me, you know, again, who the fuck are you? And it was one of those situations. So I'm going to do this Four Seasons song, and then I'm going to show you guys a clip from the very first reading we ever did of my play, The Green Room. Now listen, Broadway is going to come back, but Broadway is going to need champions. Broadway theater is going to need heroes. And the director who takes on, and the producers who get behind putting The Green Room on Broadway in 2021 are going to be heroes of theater. They are. And we need heroes. The theater world, theater as an art form in this town on Broadway needs heroes. And so The Green Room is going to be done. But just for myself, I'm going to share you a scene from the very first reading that Howie Michael Smith and Ian Lithgow, John Lithgow's son, and Cadden Jones and Steve Vinovich and Todd Lawson, that these guys did. And my buddy John Shack was narrating. I'm going to share that with you just to show you what the writing is like. Anyway, but let's do this song first. Actually, let me ask. We did a Zoom live reading of The Green Room. How many of you guys saw the live, the Zoom reading that we did online earlier this year? And the reason I'm asking is because I said that during that reading, you had to keep in mind, Vinovich was in L.A. Lithgow and Howie Michael Smith were in New Jersey and New York City. Todd Lawson was in Pennsylvania. Cadden Jones is in Manhattan. So they couldn't get to feed off each other. Oh, Paul, I wish I had seen it. He said he was in it. Oh, no, he was in Jack Flew. What am I talking about? He was in Jack Flew. But I'm going to show you a clip, what it's like when actors can feed off each other. But let's do this first. Said, walk like a man, talk like a man, walk like a man, my son. No woman's worth crawling on the earth, so walk like a man, my son. Walk, 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 walk. I'm gonna walk like a man as fast as I can. Walk like a man from you. I'll tell the world, forget about it, girl, and walk like a man from you. Walk, 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 walk. I agree, Val, and you know what? You guys did it again. I was in a bad place this morning, and I didn't get any sleep last night. Not a bad place. I was in a dark place. Darkness doesn't stick around, right? Okay, so anyway, let me just share this with you guys, and then we got to get out of here. I know that Allie is going to catch the Yankees at 6:37, so we'll get out of here. I'll probably hang out in detention, but I'll put the Yankees game on. Anyway, Quint, did you not see the green room? Because it really was well done, and it's been recorded, so I can. Oh, and the latest thing is this. Because of this situation I had with this actor, like I said, I got really insulted, and but there's a way to turn a resentment into motivation, and I, of course, naturally, I wish the man no harm at all, but it also frees me up because I want to approach a big name then to fill that role. And not to spite the guy, but because the director that I was aiming for, through this guy, I don't know that he ever got the script. And that's okay. But my new goal is now to pursue Neil Patrick Harris to either play the role of Gabriel, but to direct. I think he should direct this play. I think Neil Patrick Harris is exactly the kind of man who would want to be one of the heroes that brings theater back on its feet. And so I don't know how, but I've got to get this script to Neil Patrick Harris, and if I could sit across a table from him at Joe Allen on 46th Street and explain the motivation for this play and the need for this play, he'll do it. I just need to get to him. I need to get to Neil Patrick Harris. This script has to get to his lap, and he's got to know that he could be one of the heroes that this play needs, but that the New York theater community needs. He loves Broadway. He loves theater. His comic sensibility is perfect for this play, and here's why. Well, that's not it.
Thanks, Padre.
So, yes, question.
Yes, questions.
Yes. So, so have you actually ever seen a Broadway musical on stage?
I have seen Broadway shows on film, video, but I have a feeling these are not the questions you want to ask me.
You know what? I'll get the ball rolling.
Yes, what?
The frogs.
The frogs?
Yeah, the frogs in the Bible. Well, I'm kind of Jewish, right? I mean, not really, but kind of. But I was always confused by the order of the things in one of the stories of the real Jews.
Well, the order of the thing.
Yeah, like in the movie The Ten Commandments. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah? Yes, I did. And I read the book.
Yes, of course. Okay. Well, okay, so in the story, God tells Moses to go to Yul Brynner, the Pharaoh, to demand that he lets the Jews go, right? Or else.
Yeah, or else he will punish Pharaoh for enslaving his people.
Right.
Yeah.
So Moses goes to Yul Brynner and says that God says, "Let my people go," or else, right?
Or God will send plagues upon the land.
Right.
Yeah.
The first one is
God will turn the river Nile into blood.
Right. But Pharaoh thinks Moses is bluffing and says, "No, I will not let your people go." So Moses goes back to God and says, "He said no." So God turns the river to blood and makes it rain blood, right? Pretty hard. Horror movie stuff. But then God tells Moses to go back again and demand, let my people go. And Moses is like, "Oh, what happens this time?" And God probably thinks for a minute, and he comes back with, frogs! And I'm thinking, Moses must have been like, yeah, wait, did you say frogs? And God would be like, yes, tell him I will send frogs. And Moses would be like, yes, all right.
But the plague of frogs was only the next plague.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have, wouldn't you have led with the frogs? or the bugs, and then worked your way up to turning the whole river to blood? I mean, you see, the order of things makes no sense.
This is an excellent question.
And that's another thing. I was always confused about why God needed 9 tries before he hit on something that worked. I mean, he's God, right? He needed 9 tries before he found something that worked.
And the last one was kill the children.
Gabriel?
Nothing.
Scene 5. Matthew has pulled a chair to the window and is looking out at the city. Darlene is sitting on the bed with her Bible and a thick, worn spiral notebook. She occasionally leafs through the...
That's just one scene, but this play, it's a very funny play until it isn't. And I'm incredibly proud of it. It's been through 50 rewrites, but it's at the place now where the rewrites and cuts that'll take place, there'll be more, but they'll take place in rehearsal and in previews. I always say a play is like a song or a painting or any other work of art. A play or a song is never finished, but it has to stop in an interesting place. And then you write the next one. Because perfection doesn't exist, and that's why it's perfect as is, because things are perfectly imperfect. But this play is ready. This play is ready to be on its feet, and it wants to be directed by Neil Patrick Harris. So, let me do a song. All right, let me do this. Is Rhea still here? She very often is in the background. 2 songs that and then we'll get out of here. We got 10 minutes before the Yankees' first pitch, but I don't. This whole baseball season is the theater of the absurd. So, God, guys, thank you so much for being here. It's cumulative, but I was having a tough one this morning. And I'm the guy with the guitar. I'm not supposed to be having a tough day. I was having a tough one. Just seeing Mike here. Just seeing Mike out of the hospital. That made my day. Some people say the way I live is backwards. They don't know how a full-grown man can live this way. But if people say the way I live is backwards, then I'm aware that I don't care what people say. Some scratch their heads at my determination to live each day the way I truly feel, paying close attention to my own imagination, while imagining the best becoming real. Now here I am. This is me, trying to live without regret, so you can gets made in my dreams. Some people say I live my life like some damn hippie. That day and age is gone and out of sight. But if a world of peace and love is what those kids were dreaming of, in many ways, those damn hippies had it right. It's not up to me to say that there's a right or wrong way. We're all free to live whatever life we choose. But you'd be mistaken to believe that I am weak or I'm naive. Life is too damn short and there's no time to lose. So here I am, standing in the light. Einstein said imagination is the strongest thing on earth, and he was right. 'Cause what we hold as true is almost never what it seems. I hope you love your life. Mine gets made in my dream. I truly hope you love your life. Mine was made in my dreams. Gonna take a freight train down to the station. I ain't don't care where it goes. Gonna climb a mountain, the highest mountain. Jump off, nobody gonna know. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Gonna buy me a ticket as far as I can now. I ain't never coming back. Gonna ride me a southbound all the way to Georgia until that train run out of track. Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Just banging on it. Gonna buy me a ticket as far as I can now. I ain't never coming back. I'm gonna ride me a southbound all the way to Georgia until that train run out of track. Now, can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman been doing to me? Can't you see? You're a crazy woman. Can't you see? Crazy, crazy woman. What that woman to get that out. Gonna buy me a chicken. Fry it up in a pan. Cause she's gonna take a licking and keep on ticking. I'm just that kind of man. Can't you see? Can't you see what that chicken's been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that chicken been doing to me? Pandemics are exhausting. Can't you see what that chicken been doing to me? I loved that chicken. I loved that chicken more than that chicken will ever know. I sacrificed for that chicken. I changed my life for that damn chicken. I stopped chasing my dreams, abandoned the things I love for that chicken. You know what, hang out 1 second. Okay. I just want to explain before we get out of here. I can't tell you whatever happened to that chicken. I won't tell you what happened to that chicken. After that chicken broke my heart. But it takes a life to realize that David's lost his mind. You watched that all in real time. In this moment, I'm here with you. Now that we're through, what secrets did I tell? Didn't tell you about the chicken. Did you get to know me well in this moment? How fast these gigs fly. Song after song goes rushing by. I won't pretend that time or that damn chicken has been my friend. I bring my songs to sing my songs for you until the end. And as I live these days, I'm grateful for all the ways that brought us here to praise this moment. This moment. How soon, too soon, the seasons fly. I see my life go rushing by. I only hope that time will be your friend. We live a life to live a life of love. I know you see. I'm sure you all agree. 'Cause you're hanging out with me. But I only guarantee this moment. Guys, I'm going to hang out in detention for a little while. I'm going to put the Yankees game on. I'm going to get something to munch on. Maybe some blueberries. Maybe some chips. Maybe a little more iced coffee. But I'm going to hang out in detention. But I got to tell you, aside from the painful memories of the chicken, you healed me again. And you know what's going to be fun? For you, as well as me, when the Green Room opens on Broadway. I hope you're all there opening night. Some of you will have to be because I'll be sneaking you into the backstage. But when the Green Room opens on Broadway, and it's my first play on Broadway, you and me, we're all going to feel really kind of special remembering today. Remembering how insulted I was, how lost I was, and how you guys helped heal me. And by the time I was done, I was excited about finding a way to get the script to Neil Patrick Harris or the right director, whoever it's going to be. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know most of you know what I'm talking about, and some of you think it's mumbo jumbo, and that's okay. Maybe it is. But we're going to have fun one of these days. So thank you a whole lot. I'll see you over there in the chat room, and go Yankees.
fire is not as warm as it should be, and the night is much too silent this year, and there's no reason to go to Central Park in the snow. You're not in my arms this Christmas. This whole city is not as pretty as it could be. It used to sparkle like the stars when you were here. Now all the colored lights down Broadway just don't shine the same way. You're not in my arms this Christmas. This season, there's no reason for trimming a tree. There's no angel in my home if you're not there. There'll be no candles glowing, no mistletoeing, miles between us knowing we should be Christmas Eving together. Just missing us kissing outside in the cold. We would keep each other warm with just a smile. But now my aching heart's breaking with the thought of waking up Christmas morning without you beside me. But Christmas night will be exciting as it should be, 'cause the fire will burn brightly when you're here. Then hand in hand we'll both go through Central Park in the snow. When you're in my arms next Christmas, please be in my arms. keep pointing to a fear of Mexican busboys. Must be an election year. All of a sudden, it's an urgent problem. Must think we're stupid. Then again, maybe we just might be. Come on, baby, don't fear the busboys from the other side.